Next question is addressed to Ms. Copus. Ms. Copus has told us that a full-time city attorney is out of the question because it will cost more. The city was recently billed over $550,000 for a 7-month period, which should be more than enough to fund an attorney and 2 paralegals. Could you please give us your source of your information and the specific cost? And the second part of the question is this not worth investigating further?
Well, I didn't actually bring that with me today, so I can't tell you the exact source and the exact cost, but I think that the question is during that period of time where the costs were larger, it was a special situation in which there was a lot of turnover, and so that is a little bit different than from a regular or just attorney like we have now. And like I said, the city itself did look into it and found it to be less expensive to contract out, I guess, as opposed to having its own attorney with its own, I'd say, office and benefits and things like that.
Okay. I really think this does need to be explored. I think this could cut several $100,000 in wasteful expenditures. I think some of our city staff have grown a little bit paranoid in regards to returning writings or anything in terms of answering citizen requests and things of that nature, and are bringing it to the city attorney, and he's billing us out for it. So in effect, it seems like we're getting double billed for something that we were already paying for. I think this really does need to be looked into, and I really think we could save some money in perhaps having a city attorney on staff.
Actually, I was one of the first people that brought up this issue some time ago when I read that we had paid $552,000 in a year for the services of the contract city attorney. But my position was not that Michael Dean was not a good city attorney. He's a very fine attorney. I brought up the analogy of if you work in Vacaville and live in Dixon and take a taxi cab to work every day, taxi cab driver pulls up to your house in a brand new car with a cup of coffee, gets you to work on time, brings you home, and at the end of the month it costs you $1,000, and you realize that you could buy a car and sustain that car for $500 a month, and then you have the car after work, before work, on the weekends, and you have the ability to use that during the week when you wouldn't otherwise have those the access to that. That's what it's like with our city attorney. And I can tell you that the cost of a city attorney, wages, benefits, and support staff would be nowhere near $500,000. That much you can be sure of.